Hey guys, come with me. Let's set up my study desk. So I actually got this from Amazon, and basically I needed something in the room where I can do my private study time with no distraction, no interruption. So I just needed to have something in the room where when I have homework and I just needed some peace and quiet, I can just, stay in my room, close my door, and just, study. I went to school, and when I got back, I saw that Amazon actually delivered my desk, and I was so excited because I have been waiting for it for a couple of days now. It should have been delivered on the 4th, but based on the holiday and everything that was going on, Amazon kept telling me that it was going to be delayed. So I basically had no choice but to wait. And I didn't like the fact that I had to wait so long from the 4th to the 9th. But, anyways, so when it got to me, I basically was like, okay, I'm not even going to hesitate. I'm not even going to do anything else. Let's just set it up. And then I just went and started opening stuff, you know, putting stuff together and what have you. The thing about this is, my goodness, there's a lot of different tools and there's a lot of different screws that needed to be put. And the good thing about it is it has letter on there. So like from A all the way to H, instruction was very, very clear and it was self-explanatory. So it would just tell you like A into B or B into, literally it's something that, even a little kid would see and be able to do. But anyway, the hardest part was trying to tighten the bulbs. Oh my goodness. My wrist is hurting me so bad. But anyways, I was dedicated because it's something that I need desperately. Before I got this, I did my homework, my study in the dining room. So when I'm doing that, you have Kelvin disturbing, making noise. You have the TV going. You have this person on their phone. A lot of interruption, a lot of distractions. And the bed is comfortable, but doing homework or studying in the bed, in like 1 hour, 30 minutes, or probably 45 minutes, you fall asleep. So personally, I just really don't like studying in my bed because I found out that it doesn't work for me. I end up sleeping or getting distracted by my phone, text messages, or social media. So when I'm studying, I like to turn off my phone, turn off the TV, just isolate myself in my room. One thing for certain and two things for sure, I'm going to get it done. No matter how long it takes or how hard it is, I'm going to get it done. Like, I'm focused and it is what it is. So here I'm just trying to read the instruction and I'm just also looking at parts just to make sure I'm using the right parts because at some point I actually used the wrong screws in the wrong area, and basically I had to start all over. But knowing me and knowing who I am, I was like, no, work smart and not hard. I was like, hell to the no. I'm going to work smart and not hard. So I just used my head and I just, did what needed to be done instead of taking everything apart because hell no. We're not about to start all over. It was already like an hour, 30 minutes in right now. And I kept looking at the TV because I also have had movie on. So that was kind of keeping me busy. At some point, I was like, you know what? Let me just get my dad to help me. But I was like, nah, I can do it. So anyways, he was there. He was just waiting for me to let him know if I needed help, then I can just go and get him. But I told him I was doing fine. I did not need any help. But for sure, if I got stuck or, whatever else, that was bothering me, I was gonna get him. Anyways, I can't believe I almost had to start all over. Oh my gosh, just the thought about taking it all apart was driving me crazy. And the thing about me is, I am so stubborn. Like, I don't want to do something 2 times. I want to do it once and be done with it. So the instruction kept saying, do not tighten the screw. I'm going to post a picture of the instructions so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It basically is saying, do not tighten the screws because you're going to have to come back and pull more parts. Anyways, knowing who I am, I was like, I'm not going to come back and do this again. I said, let me just tighten everything as I go so I don't have to come back and have to waste more time. But guess what? Obviously, there's a reason why it literally says, do not tighten the bolts. Lord, you're going to learn. You're going to learn, Rose. So then I had to loosen them as I came back to add more parts. So over here was when I was literally taking it apart because I tightened the bolts too tight and I couldn't fit the other parts that needed to go next to it. So I had to loosen it and then tighten it again. So basically it's a lesson. I learned my lesson. And the consequence for that was, an extra 30 minutes. If only I had listened, I would have saved myself that 30 minutes because then I had to go back and loosen all the bolts. I was trying to be fast, but then the space was too small. So I had to adjust it so that the other part could fit where it needed to be. And then when I was done with everything, instruction or step number 11 was when I was supposed to go back and tighten everything so it's not wobbly. It is what it is, But yes, I got it done and I was mad at myself at some point because I was like, God damn it, you should have just not tightened everything. Anyways, I finally got done and this is me trying to lift the desk so you guys can see the final results. And here I am. Victory dance. I did it. Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a really long video, but I'm going to post Amazon display picture and I'm also going to post my picture so you guys can see and you can also compare. Thank you for sticking around. Bye.